Today we're going to read 2-minute Bible stories. The story's going to be on Jesus, baby Jesus. Hello, Mary. Mary's day had begun as a normal, but suddenly it wasn't normal anymore. An angel had come to see her. God has chosen you to have a baby, said the angel, God's own son. He was called Jesus. Mary was puzzled, but she agreed. Joseph was planning to marry Mary, but she's having a baby and it's not my baby. He worried. An angel spoke to him in a dream. Take care of Mary and her baby, said the angel. Joseph woke up and knew he must obey. Mary and Joseph went to Bethlehem together. The town was crowded and said there was no room, so they took shelter in a stable. And there among the animals, baby Jesus was born. Mary laid him in a manger to sleep. Out on the hills, shepherds were looking after their sheep. An angel appeared, peace on earth. The shepherds were startled, don't be afraid. And the angel, I bring good news. God's son has been born of Bethlehem. He is cradled in a manger. He will bring God's blessings to all the world. The shepherds went and found the baby. From far away came wise men. They were following a star. They were looking for a newborn king. The star led them to Bethlehem. They found Mary and her baby. They gave them rich gifts for a special king. The lost sheep. Jesus told the story. There was once a shepherd who had a flock of sheep. He counted them every day. Then one day he was counting, there was bad news. 1, 2, 3, 99, 0. Take care. One sheep was missing. The shepherd left the 99 sheep in the field. He went looking for his lost sheep. At last he found it. The poor thing, the shepherd picked it up and carried it home. When it was safely with the flock, he called his friends. Let's celebrate together, he said. My sheep was lost and now it's found. Bah, there you are, a party. Remember the story, said Jesus. And remember this too. People who do wrong things feel lost and alone. When they see their mistake, they are friends with God again, and all the angels celebrate. Tra-la-la, joy. The Good Samaritan. A man had a question for Jesus. What does it mean to love other people? Jesus told this story. A man was going from Jerusalem to Jericho. On that way, robbers attacked him. They beat him up and stole his money and left him lying in the road. Ouch, help. A priest came by. It was his job to help people worship God in the great temple of Jerusalem. He saw the man on the road. He walked past on the other side. Another man came by. It was his job to help the priest. He saw the man on the road, came to look. They hurried on. Oh dear. A Samaritan came by. Samaritans don't even go to the temple in Jerusalem. He saw the man. Yeehaw, there. He went over to him. He bathed his wounds. He lifted them onto his donkey and led him to an inn, took care of him. Jingle. The next day, Samaritan had to travel on. Here is money. He said to the innkeeper, take care of that man for me. If it costs more, I will pay next time I come. Jesus looked at the person who had first asked a question. Who showed love in that story, he asked. This one who was kind, came the answer. Jesus smiled. You go and do the same. Jairus and his daughter. Jairus was wiping his tears as he hurried along the street. She's very ill and getting worse, he said. My darling daughter. Jairus hurried to meet Jesus. I've heard you can make sick people well, he said. Please come make my daughter well. It's horrid being ill. I hope she gets better. Jesus agreed to come, but they would hardly move for the crowds, and Jesus even stopped to help someone else. Oh dear, please help me. Poor girl. At last Jesus reached the house. Women were weeping and wailing. What's the fuss about? Jesus asked. She's not dead. He went to the room where the little girl lay. She was pale and cold. He took her hand and spoke to her. Little girl, get up. At once she sat up. She was well again. She'll need something to eat, said Jesus to her parents. The crowds gathered around Jesus. Love one another, he told them. Forgive one another. Don't worry about everyday things, but trust in God. If you do these things, you are like the wise builder. He chose the very best place to build his house. It was high on a rock, where the ground was solid. This is hard work. Dig, dig. The rain came pitter patter. The wind blew woo woo. The river flooded gurgle. The house stood firm. If you do not listen to what I say, then you are like the foolish builder who chose the easiest place for his house. It was down in the sand where the ground was soft. Dig, dig. This was easy. The rain came pitter patter. The wind blew woo. The river flooded gurgle. The house fell down flat. What a terrible fall it was. And that is the end of our 2-minute Bible stories. So hopefully there will be more Bible stories to come.